invest in the Nairobi Stock Exchange, and make quick profits. I'm going to teach you how I do it myself to make money in the Nairobi Stock Exchange and what are my top picks for this season of investing. Investing in the Nairobi Stock Exchange has its challenges and it has its opportunities. Its challenges include that some stocks do not move as much as they could. So you would have to hold stocks for much longer than, say, in another stock exchange in another country. Also, the number of shares available are not as many and as widespread, and so you will not have many opportunities to invest in different sectors. Also, the players in the market do not have the knowledge to know how to invest, and so a lot of people invest little, very little, and so there's less movement, and so the market is not as robust as other markets. Also, the market does not have many types of companies and shares that allows you to diversify over a long period of time. For example, if you want to invest in, say, aeroplane manufacturing parts, you will not have such a company in Kenya. If you wanted to invest in, say, motor vehicle assembly, you will not have so many companies you can invest such money in. And so your portfolio may not be as diversified as you want. In fact, technology companies are so limited in the Nairobi stock market. The companies that are there are very old companies that have been generating and most of generating sales over a long period of time, and most of them are in commodities market. So that brings a challenge because you may not diversify as you want. So how do you invest in a way to be able to make money? I will also share why it is important to invest in the Nairobi stock market. So, what I do, for example, the share that I am currently putting is the Absa Group. I would not invest in any share where for the last 1 month, for example, the share has not moved by more than 10% from the lowest price to the highest price, meaning that the price has been redundant. The price has not moved as much. In this case with Absa, if you look at the value, the lowest value is 15 shillings 10 cents, and the highest value is 15.75 thereabout. So the difference between 15.10 and 15.75 is not going to give you a good enough spread. My idea of investing is not holding shares for a long period of time, because it does not make sense for you to hold shares for a whole year and make 10%. You'd rather take that money and invest in the in the government bonds. So what I do as a person, I look for shares that are going, in the last 1 month, they have moved by more than 10%. So, for example, if the lowest price was 2 shillings, for example, and the highest price was 3 shillings, this share has moved by 50%. So, my money is going to potentially increase by 50% within a month. That is a share that I will buy. However, that is only one of the reasons. The second reason is if the number of shares being sold in the market are high. For example, if I look at this chart today, the shares that I will be interested in are, say, CIC, because 104,000 shares in the last few hours is quite a bit of shares. 194 in the last half of the day, and this is half of the day. This is a share that I will be interested in. So I would note the number of shares that are really moving. Then I would go and look at the month. For the whole month, has the price spread by more than 18%? That is usually my percentage, 18% from the lowest to the highest. For the Absa one, I may not be able to invest in because the price is not moving as much, even though the shares being sold and bought are high. So they are highly liquid. So if I hold it, people are likely going to buy it from me. I don't buy shares that are going to be sitting there for a long time. There's one particular company in Kenya, and I will not mention it. You can look at it for yourself. They deal with forestry. That share has been increasing, but for you to sell that share, it takes a long time. In fact, you can offer it for sale, and it can stay holded without anyone buying any share. So that is not a share I will buy, even if when it is bought in high quantities, even if the spread is more than 18% that I have desired, I will still not buy, because if I hold it, it is like buying a piece of land in a place that is undesirable. And even though its value may increase over time, no one is willing to buy it as fast as you want. I want quick money, because my idea of shares is not to hold for a long period of time. In fact, if I hold for 3 months for me to make a profit, it is not worthy of buying, because I may not be a day trader, but I am a monthly trader, meaning that I take my money, I invest in, I grow my portfolio. I am an active trader, even though not as active as a day trader. And so, in this season, like I said, there are several picks that I have picked for me to invest in this season. And these include Sanlam, Housing Finance, Kengen, Kenya Re, Longhorn Publishers, Bank of Kigali, Nation Media Group, Portland Cement, and Scaniard. These ones for this month, if I have money, I will put in these shares, because the share value between the highest and the lowest point is more than 18%, and there are much more people who are buying these shares in more bulk. So if I hold, I'm likely to be able to sell by the end of the period, and the share price now is at its lower points in the whole month. So for example, if at the highest point it was 16, and currently the lowest point is that it's showing is closer to the lowest point, which is say 12. If it's closer to the 12 than the 15 or 16, then I buy now, because there's likely going to be an upswing. Because in the Nairobi stock market, prices don't usually go up and low by a big significant margin, unless something structural happens, like if there's a political mess, or there's an issue with the stock markets, or when the dollar prices have gone high. That is the only time and the market goes haywire. And at that point, it's always best to keep your money, so that when the crisis comes, you strike. However, I'll share more tips about investing in the Nairobi stock market. Keep tuned, subscribe, and share. I will share a link of how you can be able to invest in the Nairobi stock market. Once you click on this link, you can be able to open account with Faida, which is my preferred trader now, and you could be able to trade and invest as easily as 24 hours, as easily as you sign up with the link down below, and you open an account and it is activated. You can start investing through your M-Pesa account without even a bank account. Investing now is as easy as cooking an egg. Save, invest, and grow. Subscribe, like, and share. Thank you.